Okay, so let's get started. And I can't stress enough, just kind of going back to getting into the habit of defining the site. Okay, that should be the first thing you do in Dreamweaver. The very first thing you should do when you're starting your site, and this will be like in your hometown art practice, is making a folder, collecting your images, and then starting. Okay, that'll keep things very simple and organized for you. Organization is key. All right, so let's start off with the title. I'm going to just call this The Beach Boys. And let's go right into the body tag. Before we get into any CSS or doing anything, let's get our site set up, okay, with just the information. Let's put in the stuff. So let's go ahead and we'll put a H1 in, and we'll call it my favorite band. Yeah, let's go back. Let's not do that. Let's go The Beach Boys. Because in H1, you really want to kind of think about what it is. My favorite band, that would be more like an H2, like it'd be like a subheading. So we could even do that. Let's do an H3, my favorite band. Okay, so we're going to have some headings, some images, and some copy text. And we're also going to like kind of set aside areas where we'll have the band, okay, hanging out. So just to kind of get into the practice of adding content to a page, and we need stuff to design with, okay? We need stuff to move around on the page. So maybe this seems silly or maybe whatever, but we're just putting stuff there so we can move it around and use color and text and images all together. So let's put in a nav. We'll call this, let's be a little bit more descriptive than that. Okay, let's go with like home. Oops, that went way down, sorry. Capital. Home, and then up and down line, and then we can do, so we'll do the first page is like about the band, and then maybe the second page is about Brian Wilson, who was like the mastermind. So we'll call it that. There we go. Okay, so let's open up our copy text and we'll just start using that to put stuff into the page. So, paragraph text. Let's have a couple paragraphs. So I'm just going to grab this, copy that, and go here, P, and we'll paste this. Oops. And underneath the nav, let's do an HR. Could even do 2, that might look cool. And some paragraph. So above this paragraph, we'll insert an image of the band together. So let's have a list of the band members right underneath this paragraph. So what do we have here? Text for an unordered list. There's the band, okay? And we can copy them. And let's put them there. And let's do an unordered list. So UL closing UL. And around each one of these, we'll put an LI. Oh, and there we see. They're coming along. A little tedious, but that's okay. This is like the old-fashioned way to do it. It's okay. Okay, so there's our unordered list. And let's just give like, so it goes the Beach Boys, my favorite band. Here's our nav, here's a paragraph. Let's have another subheading to kind of, again, create hierarchy. And let's do like an about the band. So that's like kind of a little bit about them. And then the next category, H3, can be my favorite songs. And then let's go ahead and put in the songs. And if you don't know these songs, you should definitely go on YouTube and check them out. So UL, and then let's go ahead. Oh, not UL. This is an ordered list. So it's like numbered, new from 1 to 3. So a list pops up all the time in the web, and you don't even know it. A lot of times you'll be seeing, what am I doing? You'll be seeing a list and you don't even know it's a list. It's used a lot in creating galleries, a way of creating grids. A lot of times of like images, you use a list all the time. It's quite handy. A lot of navigation bars are used creating lists. Okay, so there's our two basic types of lists. Okay, so we have the dots going down as an unordered list. And then if you wanted to numerically create a list, say like my favorite songs in order, that would be good. Order, so people know now, oh, that's his number 1, number 2, and number 3. Okay, and that could be used to represent anything. Again, maybe with the hierarchy, let's do another little horizontal rule. And then we have some pictures of the band we got to put in. Well, we can actually, let's switch this from Brian Wilson to the band. We'll put the pictures on the next page. Okay. So that's it. Well, just keeping it, again, we want text to create and design with. Let's put another paragraph here with this list. With a list, there should always be some kind of description of like, why is there a list here? Okay, what's going on? We never want to get to a page and it's just like a list there. It doesn't really mean anything. It's without context. Okay, we're in good shape there. Almost ready to add pictures.